Aries, welcome to your October love reading. What is going on, love bugs? What's going on in love for you? How was September? I cannot believe how quickly this year is going. It is insane. Everything and anything you guys need to know on this reading, how I go about doing my readings, all the information is in the description box below, as well as my contact details for those of you that want to reach out for a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you, so check it out. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading today that resonates for you and you're able to apply in your life and make a positive shift. Thank you for the love and the support and the amazing energy my existing viewers and subscribers bring to the channel. You guys are awesome. So Aries, I've already shuffled, cleansed and meditated on your energy, and as I was channeling energy for you guys, the Aries I'm connecting with seem to be at a crossroad. There is an offer. This person, this love interest, there is some sort of an offer that's been given, and I feel that you're very skeptical about it, but not necessarily in a bad way. You're really analyzing it, Aries. Why do I feel like this person knows how to pull on your heartstrings? They know how to get you to engage. That's what it feels like. And the offer that they've given you is something that has great promise. It's almost like they've opened a conversation that they know will engage you because there's promise of further growth in the future, but they're not being upfront, and they're not elaborating on it. They're just leaving it with you. They're leaving you hanging and thinking about this offer. So whether you're single, partnered, it's an ex, whatever you want to call it, you're in a situationship, there is this offer on the table, and it comes in very small, but what it does is it leaves a lot to the imagination, and you don't know whether you want to take that or not. If you do decide to take it, it's because you absolutely plan to nurture it 150 million%. There is no going back. So you're being very, very thoughtful and skeptical about it, Aries. And what I'm also feeling is that you recognize that this person's trying to play it really, really safe and not leave themselves vulnerable and not overcommit or commit. They're just, I guess, trying to keep you engaged and interested. But what is that about? I'm not sure. Let's jump into it. But before we do, let's get some real Aries vibes happening in here and light your candle. Okay. Let's not start a fire, Andrea. Let's move that over a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That don't look safe to me. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that. All right, so let's have a look. What's the overall energy for you, Aries, for the month of October when it comes to your love life? Who am I connecting with? What do you want to know? What is it that you've come here to find out? What clarity is it that you seek? Who is this person that you're connecting with? What is their deal? What do they want? What will they do? Tell me everything, Aries. Tell me everything. All right. Aries, what's going on here? Cleanse. A clear body creates a clear mind. It is a good time for a detox. Okay. So I'm going to hold this card up for you so you can have a good look at it. And what I see immediately is water flowing freely, fluidly. You know, when it clears out all the blocks, it liberates. You know, water is such an amazing element. It is able to, it's so light, it is able to go obviously with the flow. It's able to, over time, break down the hardest of you know, of physical matter. It can break down a stone slowly, slowly, slowly over time. It has an incredible ability to adapt. And when it comes to your emotional space, Aries, I feel that you have really adapted and you've really been mutable when it comes to this type of this person. You know, you've tried to release them from certain toxic energies that they may have experienced in their past and that they brought into your union, your relationship, your situationship, things that hold them back from making decisions to commit, to take the next step, to allow themselves to be vulnerable. I feel that you are open and ready to receive and you want that reciprocation, but this person has got some things to work through and they will not leave themselves exposed for absolutely nothing. They are really fixed as to where they stand, and there's this element of you having to be flexible, to be nurturing, but not because they're asking for it, but because you can see what the potential that it brings. So they're coming to you with this offer. And this offer may have a lot of potential, but you also know that there is a lot of work that's involved with this, and you don't want to lose yourself in this, Aries. What I'm also feeling is that this person has really offered you the opportunity to step outside your comfort zone and really release any toxic energy. There is this a vibe that you're feeding off them that is causing you, and also guys, flip the energy. If it sounds like them and not you, flip it as it fits, right? That allows you to apply yourself in ways that you haven't applied yourself, and it's causing you to step outside your comfort zone, which is enabling you to cleanse, detox, and heal things of your past, things that have affected your self-confidence, things that have affected your ability for expansion, you know, the ability to take action. All of a sudden you're finding yourself wanting to think, wanting to explore, wanting to dig a little bit deeper. What is this offer about? What is the potential? Allowing yourself to believe and trust and have faith in the process. But whatever this is, you definitely don't want to lose yourself. And I think that this is where the problem may potentially lie. So let's break this baby down and see what this is about. This deck is huge, and I actually can't shuffle this deck all at once. I do try, but let me give it a go. All right. No, this isn't right. It doesn't feel right to me. So, So what it seems like here, lots of emotion and lots of thinking. But what's happening, I feel personally, Aries, is there is a lot of talk about what could be and nothing is actually being manifested into reality. You know, you both have a common goal as far as what emotional fulfillment looks like. You both share in that deep connection that you want to experience in a partner or in a relationship. And I feel that that's where you both kind of energetically connect, but you're connecting with the potential of what it could be. The reality of what is right now is that in order to get there, you actually need, both of you need to release yourselves from whatever is holding you back to embrace this, okay? And that can vary in so many different ways. We could be talking about a healthy type of connection where you're both have your boundaries in place, let's say, and you're trying to bring this into manifestation and really try to gain momentum in it, but you're struggling to release. You are supporting each other. It could also mean that one or both of you tend to bring out the worst in each other, and it's toxic, okay? Because you're triggering each other to face your, I guess, your shadow, your fears, your those things that you have kind of suppressed, and both of you are triggering each other to bring that to the surface so that you can work through it, so that you can get to this common goal. So it just depends on what your situation is. But whichever areas I'm connecting with, this person and you share a deep understanding and shared common goal as to what emotional fulfillment is, and you're both living in that, in the, I guess, in dreamland. That's what I'm getting from this. You are looking for someone that can match your energy emotionally. I feel that you may in the past have been misunderstood, Aries. You may have, for some reason, why do I feel like you feel so deeply, and the way you express your love or your affection is not through words. It could potentially be through service, or it could potentially be through action. I'm just sensing that no one has been able to quite understand how you communicate that love language of yours. And so you're looking for that match, but you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. You are in the process of really analyzing this offer before you make a commitment, because I do feel that you're extremely loyal and passionate, and you know exactly what it is that you want to give to a relationship, but you're not going to do it if there is hesitation. The person that you're connecting with, on the other hand, seems to be very disconnected at this very moment. As we stand in this space at this time when you're viewing this, they're disconnected emotionally. They're very clear on what they want and they share the common goal. But why do I feel like that emotion of that common goal and what emotional fulfillment actually looks like to both of you actually doesn't match their current energy? Currently, they're just being very objective about it. They're being very logical about it. They understand that every decision that's made has got to be one that's going to give them the result that they need to move forward with purpose in the correct way and towards that common goal. You're being led through the heart and through passion. They're being led through what makes sense, what aligns, what doesn't align. This is why I feel they're playing it safe. They're very analytical, and so now you've taken a step back and you're very analytical. Meanwhile, none of what both of you want is actually coming into fruition, right? Oof. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, you're like, you know what? I'm putting a lid on this. I'm putting a lid on my emotion because I have experienced a lot of pain in the past, and I don't want to invest in something and ever in my life experience that level of grief, pain, and loss again. Not only grief and pain and loss of a person, but of self. Like, we're talking about those kinds of wounds that you learn to live, build around, you can't shake off. They change you. You tend to see love and you tend to see life in a different light. It's also the kind of grief and pain that it gives you a very deep understanding of who you are and what you stand for, and gives you strength and courage and determination and faith. It is the one that breaks you down completely, but then you start rebuilding from the place from zero on a much firmer foundation, because now you know better and you are a completely different person as a result of that. And so they're playing it safe and you're playing it safe, and nothing is freaking happening here, and you both want each other, but you can't seem to get this on the ground. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, your vision of what your vision of what happiness in a home, what happiness in a relationship, what happiness inside your internal happiness. You know, we're talking about spirit, we're talking about soul, deep connection to your environment, deep connection to your stability. You know, that root, I'm seeing the root chakra, I'm seeing a lot of red here. So that inner strength, you know, where those roots run really deep into the ground, that was shaken, and it made you realize that while you're very emotionally driven and driven by passion, a sense of logic really needs to come into this so you can see things objectively and make decisions based on the reality. And this person is giving you that. They are offering you that energy, and it is one of the things you're most attracted to, their ability to disconnect from their emotional space and see things for what they are in the reality. But they're playing it safe, you're playing it safe. Is how are we coming here? How are we coming together? All right, let's have a look. I want to see a little bit more about this person you're connecting with, or vice versa. This is a very, very intelligent and very clever person. You know how I said to you in the beginning, I feel they're giving you an offer, and what they're doing is, it may come across as just really small. They've planted this seed, and there is so much potential behind that one sentence that they've opened up to engage you, and they know exactly how to tap into your emotional space to trigger you to really think about things. They are the type of person that doesn't say much, let's say, but they're very observant and they know how to read your energy. It's actually a little bit disarming, to be honest with you. Oh, how beautiful. You know, this person here, they're playing it safe, Aries, because, you know, they've experienced, just like you have, certain situations in their life that they've been left. Pretty much, you share, let's say, you're able to also connect through your experiences of loss. And I guess there is an understanding as well of, and a respect for each other's boundaries. And there is a level of patience here, because you both understand that neither of you want to be vulnerable, because you don't want to experience what you've experienced in the past. This person has very deep feelings for you, very, very deep. There is this element that they know that there's more to you and them than what they're allowed, what they can understand or process in their head space. They know that it's beyond, the connection is beyond what they see in front of them in the physical realm. And this is something they want to explore, but they're feeling at war with themselves, and they don't want to allow themselves to be vulnerable, but they don't want you to go anywhere. And they understand how to trigger you, and they understand how to engage you, and they're doing it in such a safe way. But what they're actually hiding deep down inside is that they see you as their ultimate person, the person that they can spend their life with, let's say, the person that they can, they've planted the seed that you will hopefully nurture that and take a step in towards them so that they can feel safe, so that they can take a step in towards you. And together you can grow those foundations together. Wow. Okay. Well, I have to say, they're going to have to share some emotion if it's going to. I'm sensing that some emotion needs to be added, released here. They need to match you in some way emotionally, even if it is just brief, so that it gives you the clarity that you need. That's what you're waiting for. And you're undecided as to whether or not you want to engage or not, right? So I want to know, how do we get to this common goal? I feel that there's a lot of fear of things just not working out. Okay. What I'm feeling is that both of you, even though you share this common goal, you're both standing very firm in your beliefs, and you're both standing very firm to what you stand for. Both of you are very it feels like neither of you rely on anyone else for your abundance, for whatever brings you happiness in your life. In your physical realm, you're both extremely independent. You both have your own. You don't rely on anyone to support you. If there's anything you want, you work hard to seek it out and you make it happen for yourself. And I feel that separately, both of you in your lives may be doing quite well as far as your professional development goes, or even your personal development goes. But it's through those boundaries and those belief systems that you've put in place and they've put in place after all this grief and heartache that you've been able to rise to that and be able to build yourself up again to a place where you feel comfortable and safe within yourself. And this is why we have this standoff, let's say, where both of you want the same thing, but neither of you are willing to give in. And there's this element of one step at a time. Spirit is saying, if you continue to focus on yourself and you don't let go of the reality of your situation, your personal situation in your life, and just give as much as it feels comfortable. If this person has planted the seed, you don't have to go from a 0 to a million in a moment. Give as much as you get in return. If they are offering you something that is making you think objectively, that's making you process things, that you're analyzing, and this is something that you have previously been unable to do because you're so emotionally driven, or you come from a place of passion equals action, right? They've now given you the ability to take a step back and process things. you know, and they've engaged you in the potential of all this, engage them in the potential of what it could be as well. Give as much as you feel comfortable with emotionally, because that's your true self, to be able to engage their emotional space. They're engaging your ability to process things through your headspace. Engage them in their emotional space, not by going, you don't have to make the commitment or come to the decision today, tomorrow. You just give a little bit at a time as it feels comfortable. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below. As I always say, your comments are what helps me connect to your energy, so that I can use that for your future readings, right? So please do comment. I love reading your stories. And if this message does resonate and you'd like to explore this a little bit further for your personal situation, feel free to reach out for a personal reading. I would love to do one for you. Other than that, I'll see you for your next lot of readings, Aries. Bye.